Manase, you talked about using distinction to create excitement and urgency on your team. What is your advice for a leader who is struggling creating or growing that culture in their team?
Well, like Orrin and Orrin Woodward as my mentor always taught me, it's up to me, to create that current, He used the example of jumping into a pool and creating the current. You can't just sit there and expect everybody else to do it. You got to go lead in the front. And that's, I think that the biggest thing I've learned from our leaders is I look at Orrin Woodward, I look at Chris Brady and all of their leaders, they've always led in the front. They never talk about something, they don't do it themselves. And that's why I believe that life leadership is going to go to millions of people all over the world, because our leadership don't just talk about it, they're in the front leading by example. I know that I had to do the same thing. If I want to create a winning culture in my organization, Manase Fotu has to be the first one in the front, leading the way, putting it all together. So when Orrin taught me about distinction, I had no idea how that really worked until I learned it from him. And then when he drew it all out and said, Manase, look at how many people that are signing up. Look at how many people that are actually plugging into the system, the open meeting and seminar. Look at how many people that are actually, going into, the next deal here with the 5 and 2 and the 10 and 5 call, and then going into power player. And it just got smaller and smaller. And I'm like, man, the way we're gonna go to millions of people is we're gonna increase those small circles, because that's when you get to the very end at Turbo 25, or Turbo 10, Turbo 25, and Turbo 50, that's when people get free. So we gotta do a better job transitioning that, and you do it by distinction. And the way you do distinction is what Orrin had taught me was, everywhere I'm at, create a distinction. Like, I'm doing a house meeting. At the end of it, I'm saying, hey, all of my Club 180 go-getter, we're gonna get together, we're gonna talk about what Orrin had taught me, the last mentoring session I had with him. And then everybody in there like getting all excited, okay, we're gonna go learn what Orrin taught Manase, So I go there and I edify them. I talk about them and say, look, you guys have everything it takes. Then I game plan with them, ask any questions, if there's any objection as far as they're not effective maybe, as far as showing plans or whatever. I take all the excuses away, I work with them, and then I teach them and say, look, now you gotta go teach your guys, tell everybody that weren't here how awesome this is. What did you learn here? So they wanna be part of this distinction group, So they're out there talking to everybody about it in their team that we're the go-getter, our Club 180 go-getter, because they wanna be part of that, So all along the way, so as we build that circle that gets bigger, the Club 180 go-getter, now I'm gonna have another distinction where I say, everybody that got power player, I'm gonna go get together with you after the open meeting here. So then I was like, wait a minute, it used to be Club 180 go-getter, but now it's power player? Where the circle now has gotten smaller. His circle has gotten bigger, now this circle is smaller. Because my goal is to get more power player breaking. Then I promote the 5 and 2 call with Orrin. I said, you gotta get to the 5 and 2. Then I get to a point where maybe I start with a 5 and 2 call, make sure they qualify for that. Then from there I go into power player. And then from there I go into turbos. Of course, as we have bigger numbers, then we're gonna have another distinction where, hey, I want to get together with the Turbo 10, they go to a movie after the open meeting or Friday night or whatever, right? And I just think I love it. Well, a lot of times Lisa and I would do Club 180, our PBO party. Afterward, it's a buzz because we're talking about, hey, all the Turbo 10 gets to go and watch a movie with us after this PBO party we're gonna have here. And everybody's like, what? And so now they know we're creating these things. They want to be part of that. They're like, you're gonna go to a movie and we're not gonna be there? They want to be part of that. So we get a whole bunch of Turbo 10 happening. Now we're gonna go to Turbo 25, right? But do you see how we can go to millions of people with just that? Edifying, putting it all together, talking about what have Orrin taught me that I can leverage to my organization. That's where distinction comes in. I just think it's exciting because I'm learning a lot still. So, and how to put it all together. So thank you.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
You good?
Okay.